You guys, I am here with the all-new 2025 Ford Expedition. This is the first ever Tremor for the Expedition. It is the most capable Expedition ever. Let's walk around several different trims of the new Expedition. There's a whole bunch of things on this particular Expedition, the Tremor, that are unique to just the Tremor. It is more capable, as I mentioned. So you get 2 inches more ground clearance than the other Expeditions at 10.6 inches. We get a locking rear differential. We also have skid plates throughout. We also have indicator lights on the front that are specific for off-roading. Those go on automatically when you are driving on the trail in off-road mode. Another thing about the off-roading capability, has one pedal drive for trail. So I've talked about this before with other off-road, but you put it in that mode and it's like adaptive cruise while you're on the trail. It's very cool. I did it in the Ford Ranger Raptor not too long ago. I love the additional yellow accents that is specific to the Tremor as well. You'll see it here, and let me show you these tires and one of the cool color things they did with the tires. All right, on the Tremor, you get these cool 33-inch all-terrain tires, but not only that, this yellow paint here indicates where your tire air gauge is. And the reason for that is because when you go off-road on the trails, you usually take some of the air out of the tires, and then when you come back off the trail, you put the air back in. This yellow indicates where this is so that it makes it easier for you to find it even if your wheel is covered in mud after the trail. I love that. And yes, more towing than ever with up to 9,600 pounds for the new Expedition. I love the look of this Tremor. It just looks beefier and meaner than all the other trims of the Expedition. Yes, I will talk more about the rear styling and split gate with the other trims, but yes, you can see that gorgeous yellow and black badging across the back for this Tremor as well. And that's not all. We get some interior styling for the Tremor, as you can see as well. And then I'm going to talk more about the interior tech and screens with the other trims. The 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 is standard across the lineup. However, in the Tremor and a couple other trims, you get the high output, which gets you more horsepower, 440 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque in the Tremor and a couple of the other trims. And here we have the unique King Ranch trim. Let me show you some of the things that make it King Ranch and the cool kind of Western style interior. Distinctly King Ranch with the King Ranch badging throughout, the brown and lighter brown interior. I think it looks really good. Even the steering wheel has that lighter brown and darker brown leather inside. It's very distinctly King Ranch. And in this trim in particular, we have captain's chairs in the second row, meaning this seats 7 and not 8 like that platinum Max that I'm going to show you in a minute. That brown and the ambient lighting throughout, looking very country. And here we're getting a really good look at the Expedition non-Max and how much room there is behind the third row. As you can see, there's quite a bit of gear. We have long items because both the second and third row middle seat fold down. And this is the Platinum Max. This is the one I'm going to show you the interior tech on, the new split gate. We've got gorgeous big 24-inch wheels on this one. It feels very luxe. Let's have a look around. These have big 24-inch wheels on them. They look amazing. I adore this new grille, and this lighting is designed to showcase just how wide this vehicle is, but honestly, I just think it looks really modern with the way they've done this lighting all the way across. And then of course, huge Expedition badging. It just looks great. So this rear design is all new for 2025. As you can probably tell, it looks completely different than any other previous generation of the Expedition. This is the 5th generation Expedition. What I love, that's totally new, is this split gate. And it has some really cool functionality to it. So a split gate is kind of like a clamshell opening. I love that when this bottom part is closed, my groceries are not going to go flying out. And they have some cool They have some footballs back here to show us that, you know, the footballs aren't going to go flying out either. You can use this as a seat. So we're going to tailgate. After the game, we get some lighting in here. We get some lighting on the roof rails to help us with unpacking our food spread or whatever we're doing, putting up a tent, anything like that. But this is really cool. And then not only can you use this as a seat back, you can also snap this in here. All right, you guys can tell I haven't done this before, right? Okay, now we have a little tray or a cargo management system, whatever you want. Then we even have a table. And this can hold up to 30 pounds. So you can put your food spread, you can put whatever you want up here. Super nifty little option. And this is the max, so it means it is longer than the regular Expedition, which means we get more space behind the third row here. As you can see, this one has a second and third row middle seat, so this one seats 8. Okay, one of the first things I noticed when I got in here, besides of course this giant driver display, is the shape of this steering wheel. And yes, I know you may remember it from Lincoln. However, new steering wheel, absolutely love the shape, love this two-tone leather. We have Blue Cruise available on over 90% of the Expedition lineup, and that is a subscription, hands-free, adaptive cruise control system, advanced autonomous hands-free. This driver display is all new. So this is a 24-inch screen, and what is really cool about this steering wheel is that we can see right over it to see this screen. It's kind of like a head-up display, and it replaces a typical old school driver display, and I love it. It is so clear. I think it's going to make driving so much better. We also get nav and other items shown on this screen. So one of the things they just showed us is very cool, is that this will show us our turn-by-turn directions, and while this nav screen will show us like a high-level zoomed out version of nav. So you get your big picture, where am I going, how am I getting there, and your turn-by-turn on there. Super, super cool. This gets the new 4 digital experience, which means it is Google built in. You have tons of apps. We have our still get wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. We've YouTube, Spotify, WebEx, like we've got all the Google Play apps in here that you could possibly need. You can even connect Bluetooth devices like a handheld gaming tool. So like they've thought of everything. If you are camping or whatnot and your kids are just demanding to play video games, they still can while you're camping in the car. We have our gear selector here, and we have our simple hard touch for volume, which I really appreciate. Auto start stop, our 4 ways, camera and park assist. Love these interior materials. Again, keeping in mind this is a platinum. We have wood and some gorgeous metal, and then we have ambient lighting throughout. It looks really good, and of course, leather. Let's talk about this new console. Before I forget, 2 cup holders in the doors. That is pretty cool. Okay, this console is all new for the 2025 Expedition. I love that you can throw stuff here, so you can throw your phone there, you can throw stuff here. We have a huge wireless charging and device compartment with our trailer assist, as well as some USB-C chargers, big cup holders, and look at this ambient lighting. I don't know how the lighting all just went so dark here right now, but I hope I can still show you this. This whole console slides open, and again, it's going to be tough to see in this light, but you can fit an entire handbag in that cubby. It's just really, really cool. And then what this does also is it brings those cup holders back to your rear guests. It looks really, really cool. I love this. Now you can see this better. Purse in there, big, big cubby, and then you can slide it forward. And that keeps your stuff safe too. So when you get out of the car, nobody can see that your purse is in there or whatever you've put in there, and it's safe. You can also slide devices in here, which I think is super cool. You can put your phone or an iPad or something in there. And then of course we still get this huge, center console as well. All right, let's check out this second row. It is so cushy, this light colored leather. We have a big middle seat here, lots of room. We have 3 latch child car seat systems in the second row and 2 in the third row, which means you could have 5 latch car seats, tons of room. We get this really cool device, bring your own device. This is an option, and it can handle an iPad as well as a phone or other tablet. We have rear climate control back here. We have a household plug, and we have USB-C outlets, 2 in each of the driver and passenger seat. Tons of room back here. This interior, this is the Platinum Max, so keep that in mind. We're gonna have some options on here that aren't on other trims of the Expedition, but I wanted to show you this one because I love this light interior. It looks so good. And this is the third row space, and I have vents back here. Ooh, it feels good. It's really hot in here. I can power, oh no, these are reclining seats. That actually is amazing. It just gives me a little bit more comfort. We have hooks back here, vents, lights. This is a huge window. Feels really good. And then we do have 3 seats across here. And the reason it's a 20-40-20 split back here is so that you can fit those long items in here. It really is fantastic, and these are really comfortable seats. It's such nice soft leather. We also have cup holders. So we have 4 cup holders back here, and we have 2 USB-C chargers on both sides. The all-new Expedition is a 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 with 400 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque, with an available high-output version, which gets you a little bit more horsepower and torque. I don't have pricing for this new Expedition yet, but I will update you and put it in the description below as soon as I do. Leave me any questions or comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.